Korean War, associated with Korean War. The war was over with when I got over there. It was just a peace thing, time. It was just a ceasefire, and it's still the same thing. Each side backed up so many meters, and there was no zone there. And we were sitting there by it all the time, hoping they didn't start in again. We just defending there. I was working on a farm. I was working for some of his kinfolks. I was working for Jack Walford. I was trained to be an artilleryman, and I was on the 105. I was on the 105 howitzer, and that was probably the littlest artillery piece that they had. The projectile of it only weighed 33 pounds. The day we graduated, the next day we were sitting on a boat in Seattle, Washington, ready to go overseas. And it took us 17 days to get over there on a boat. It was low tide, and they put us on some little boats, took us over the shore and dropped the front. We walked out, and it stunk. And everybody looked. It was strange to me, every way that people dressed and everything, you know. They was always in white, and the women's gowns was come down to their ankles. The men dressed in white, but they was in pantsuit, and they was in white. They were just same one material, all they had, I guess. They were a poor country. I was in a lawsuit, more or less is what they call it, a military court. One of my guards, I was over a guard, one of my guards got caught sleeping on duty, and I had to witness it. I had to wake him up so the other guy would have a witness, and I went through a court martial. A court martial, you're guilty until you prove that you're innocent. Out here, you're innocent until you prove guilty. It's altogether different. And I sat through that, and I guarantee you'll sweat when you're sitting in that seat. That guy was asleep. I woke him up. When I went to court now, they asked me, was he asleep? And I said, yes. He said, how do you know he's asleep? And I said, he had his eyes shut. I said, can you shut your eyes? And he said, I said, yes. Shut my eyes. He said, are you asleep? And I said, no. He said, well, he might not have been asleep. And I said, well, he was snoring. They said, did he have any breathing problems? I said, yeah, he had a big nose. He had a lot of sinus troubles. And it might have been that. And anyhow, they finally found him guilty, and they took a stripe from him, transferred him to another outfit. Getting home, it's just, I guess when they made the earth, when God made the earth, and he slung his hands at the mud, and he called it Korea, because it wasn't nothing. That's the only place I was ever at where you could see a hill and wonder what's on the other side of the hill. As you was going north, it was just a bigger hill. It was always just rolling dry, like Hardy, only a little bit steeper. And when you got up near that 38th parallel, it was pretty high hills. And when they stopped before, you know, at 38th parallel divided north and south, when they stopped, it was kind of angling across there. So sometimes I was over north of the 38th parallel, and sometimes it wasn't. When we was back at base, we was practicing all the time. Our mission was, if they started in, our guns was sitting on a bridge over the Yalu River, and we were supposed to take that bridge out if they come over. And that was our mission when we were sitting there. When we was practicing, we could sit on a hill up there and take binoculars. You could see them over there. They were doing the same thing we were doing, practicing. And you could see Panmunjom from our place with binoculars, where they're exchanging prisoners and things like that. Right before we left, we got a generator. We had a little bit of lights, but that was about the last month I was there. The first 12 months, the biggest light I saw was a candle at night. We slept on the ground a lot of times. Wintertime, it got down to 20 below zero. And it was mighty cold. One time I remember, excuse me, they brought us a hot meal out where we was, and they had some coffee there in a pot, and it was a boiling. They poured me a cup of it, and I walked about from here to that door over there, set my cup down on the bumper of a truck, looked around a little bit, looked in there, and there was ice on top of it. Yes, what really stuck with me was how dark it is over there. At night, it seemed like it was a lot darker than it is here. It was about like being in a cave and they turned the lights off. You couldn't see your hands or your face at night. And you're walking around out there playing guard duty, you know. You might hear something, but you won't see too much. It felt like I was waiting on somebody to tell me when to eat, when to go to bed. And it's a routine. It takes a while. It took probably me 2 weeks to get adjusted to the routine again, and nobody congratulated you. That's the reason they call it the forgotten war, you know, because nobody give you an ego boost or nothing. You just back in there. You have to tough it out yourself.